All right, we are once again live. Welcome to another episode of the MURCA Guns Freedom Podcast. We'll get started here as close to the hour as we can. Hopefully, we'll get some people show up, get some questions, so we'll actually have something to talk about. I don't know if there's anybody here yet or not. It says there's 0 people here. We'll just jump to 3. So. Image file. Like I said, hopefully we will get started as close to the hour as possible. There's the new grips. They turned out nice. I like these ones. The Bumble grips on blue Beretta grips. The Bumbles. And I also went ahead and did the next set of grips too. And it's the Cheshire Cat ones. These look really cool. Those purple grips look really good with the Cheshire Cat in them. So happy with those. But feel free to weigh in. We're still doing everything through PayPal is for the fundraiser. We are off to a miserable start for Fur Friends. We made $56 yesterday, and I don't think we're going to do a whole hell of a lot better today. Well, we should do at least twice that, but still, thanks to one person. But yeah, shitty start to Toy Guns for Tots. Fur Friends Animal Rescue. Tonight, if you want to use the link at the top, you can go over and donate to the Fur Friends fundraiser, or you can get entries into the grip drawing. The grip this 2-day period is the Bumble grips. The ones you see there on the screen and the ones I'm holding in my hand here. So get yourself some of those. Next ones will be, I don't know if these will be the next ones. I'll probably make another one before I do these ones because I don't want to do 2 Beretta grips in a row, but those will be coming soon. The Cheshire Cat ones. I just got an email from the lady that I bought those things from. Okay. Feel free to start weighing in. If you got questions or comments, you can send them into the live chat. Just put at the Yankee Marshal in front of them, or you can send me an email to shootingleftofcenter@gmail.com. Right there's the address down below. That way you can send pictures. It's free. It's easy. And we can even do show and tell. So feel free to do that. If you want to donate to the Pets and Vets Fund, or get entries into the knife drawing, you can do that through the YouTube Super Chat. Otherwise, use the link at the top to enter into to donate to the Fur Friends Animal Fundraiser and to get entries into the grip giveaway. This time it's the Bumble. Someone asked me yesterday why I don't put them all the way down in, just like recess them in. I don't like it when there's like a hole, and I like it to be kind of texture, almost like it's on the surface, but very like super, super thin. When they're embedded all the way in, I don't know. I don't like it as much. I mean, if someone wants it that way, I can do it that way, but. Do 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 boo 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 boo. I don't think I got any emails or anything yet. Let's look and see. I don't see any. I see a lot of shit from Trump today. What is going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of the top 10 first 10 emails I got over here, or 6 out of the first 8 emails I got over here are Trump emails. Yeah. What's going on that he's trying to rally the troops today? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Why is that on? And I did fix the website today. Some reason when you put it in, do the web version, it fucks up the mobile version, and I never think to check the mobile version. You can't make a jig to hold the grips because every design is different, so you have to balance them different. You have to do it by eye. If you try to do it with a jig, none of them would end up right. And everybody, I will hope to see some questions coming in soon. If not, I'll hang out for till it's half hour and then I'll skedaddle. We left a little early yesterday. I don't see any questions coming in. We still got 10 minutes till start time. Ooh. Gonna go do the shopping for toy guns for Tots tomorrow. Got the U-Haul rented. I got there's not gonna be many of us doing it tomorrow. There's only gonna be like 4 or 5 of us doing it, but I think we could get it done. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll get it done. Plus, when you to answer that first, plus when you put them down in all the way deep, where the grip is thicker, you end up with a big ridge right there around it. I don't like that. I'd rather the pin actually be up a little bit on the sides, like it looks like it's sitting on the surface, just kind of like embedded. Oops, what the fuck did I just do? My microphone ain't in the right place. There we go. I have been up since 6:30 and I am tired. Ugh. I'm not using glue. I'm using an epoxy. Using JB Weld, actually. If you get those out, you go take layers of the G10 with it. How do I get to this place? Tomorrow. How does it tell me to get there? I'll try back here behind mill plane. Right back behind mill plane. That won't be hard to get to tomorrow. Let me look at the place. How do I get the satellite view? Where's the satellite view? Satellite, there we go. Ooh, that might not be it. Probably have to park the truck. I could laser engrave the waddle onto a grip. That wouldn't be hard. Whether it would look good or not is the question. All right. Let's see. We got any questions coming in yet? Nope. Still just stuff from Donald Trump. We got nothing. We only got 40 people here. At 10 after, I'm going to call the chat. I could use a night off. Well, a night off. It's already been here, so. Yeah, I know. I do that every year. I contact them and tell them, hey, I'm about to make a big purchase. They still deny it every time. I have to call them and get it run through again. And last year I called them like 5 minutes before we ran the charge through. They said, okay, you're set. We run the charge through. Denied. Had to call back. Oh, it triggered our fraud system. I just fucking called you. Not looking forward to that tomorrow. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. I don't usually wear socks. I don't usually wear shoes. I put on my Crocs, and I got those warm weather, those cool weather Crocs. They're the warm ones. They're like fur lined. What's fake fur, but still, they're fuzzy lined. Let's just say that. I'm crashing hard today. And it ain't helping that, like I said, we're off to a really shitty start on Fur Friends. Shitty start. Oh, and the Fur Friends merch is up now over on the store. I'm doing it this year like I do the Toy Guns for Tots. Anything in the Fur Friends fundraiser store comes with your $20 donation to includes your $20 donation to what's actually only like a $16 donation, but I count it as a 20 because I give 4 out of my own pocket with each one. And you get the product for cost. So if you've ever wanted to support Pets and Vets, but you also wanted to get a shirt, now's the time to do it. You can get the shirt at cost and still get your entry into the not Pets and Vets, Fur Friends fundraiser. Fine. Let's see. Can I add that picture? Here's a picture with all the grips in it that I've done so far. The first, well, not the ones I have on my gun. They're on my gun, but the first ones I gave away were the. So these are all going to go out probably tomorrow. As soon as after I took this picture as I was packing up the ones that have already been given away. So. Oh, and to the person on that asked me why are there chisels there if I use a CNC engraver, well, the CNC only does so much. It doesn't do it perfectly. You have to go in with a chisel. I spend probably an hour on each set of grips with the little hand chisels fixing stuff because it doesn't fit everywhere, because they're not perfect. So you have to conform it. You get the basic shape in there and then you conform it. And so it takes a little work. It's not as easy as you think. There are no questions coming in yet. That I can see. There's been no donations to toy guns for. Well, wait, there might have been one for toy guns for tots. Hold on. Yes, we got one for toy guns for. Wait, is that toy guns for tots? No, Fur Friends Rescue. That's what I meant. I'm gonna have. It's gonna take me a few days to quit saying toy guns for tots. And the Fur Friends lady sent me all those pictures. I had to sort through them, find the ones that weren't disgusting and gross and sad and make you want to kill somebody. Some of them are pretty bad. Did I download any of the really bad ones? No, this is one that I thought was not as bad as a lot of them, but this one's still pretty bad. I mean, this one makes me sad and makes me want to punch somebody. So I didn't want to put a lot of pictures like that up on the website though, so I didn't do that. We got about another 9 minutes to see if any questions come in. Do we got any people here? Just 57. There's not a lot of people here tonight. Will you do a werewolf pin on a grip? It's hard to find a werewolf pin. I thought about getting a zombie pin. I think that one person had zombie pins. Let me look and see. Do they have any zombie pins? They got zombie toys, but those zombie pins. Let me see if I can find any over here. Doesn't seem to be a lot of zombie pins. There's like a zombie head, zombie outbreak response team, things like that. Was there a Gambit zombie? Not a lot of zombies. I would have thought there'd be more zombie pins. There's the Scooby-Doo zombie. There's a Dawn of the Dead. There's some like a Charizard and Psyduck and stuff like that as zombies. Yes, people are sick. Unfortunately, though, it's hard to get people to help do anything about it these days. Everybody's too busy trying to make their own ends meet. And those that do are usually not concerned about other people. That's getting to where I think people are less and less concerned about other, well, animals is what I want to be concerned about, not people so much. But it seems like not as many of them are concerned about anybody but themselves anymore. There's still some good ones out there, but it's getting fewer and farther between to find people with character. I'll tell you that. And it's not a kids these days situation. It's the people that have been around for a while and are aging, the Gen Xers and the boomers. They've become very self-indulgent. That's all they care about. It's like I asked that question the other day. That's questions everybody should ask themselves. If you found out you had about a year to live, would you live that year being as selfish as you can, or would you spend that year trying to do as much good as you can? That's a question everybody's got to ask themselves. And there's no point in lying because you're not fooling anybody, because you're not fooling yourself. And that's who you're answering. Unfortunately, I think nowadays most people would just live as greedily and selfishly as they could for the last year of their life. Definitely a higher percentage than there used to be, I'll say. I tell you what. We still don't really got much in the way of questions. I'll give it another 5 minutes. I don't have any emails coming in. I don't. Oops, hold on. I went to the wrong email. Oh, nope, nothing over there. Still just the Trump stuff. And who would win in a fight between the Living Tribunal and Superman? Well, the Living Tribunal is going to win. The Living Tribunal is second only to the one above all. Oh, I gotta pour my soda. Hold on, let me get my soda poured. Why is my chat not updated in a while? It tells me disconnected. Let me make sure I get that connected back. Oh, nobody used credit to donate to the. Only do what you can spare, and if it's credit, it ain't. You ain't sparing it if it's credit. Don't use credit cards to donate to stuff like this. Nothing like this. Don't preachers, fundraisers, investment op. None of that. Don't use credit cards to do that. That's not a good move. I paid my credit card off today, but then it immediately is going to be getting filled back up tomorrow because I've got to spend more money than I've got. I think I've only got $8,000 limit on my card. That card only has, I think, 8. It might be 10. But I had to pay it off so I'd have all the credit available for the shopping tomorrow. Shopadelic. Remember, tonight, if you want to weigh in on the live chat, you want to ask questions, do it through the YouTube Super Chat, not the link at the top. The link at the top tonight is for Fur Friends fundraiser and the grip entry, which is also the Fur Friends fundraiser. But make sure you use the link for the grips if you get entered into the grips. And tonight's are the Bumble. If you're of my generation, you will love these. If you're of my generation and you love Berettas like I do too, you can see it in the picture right there. Right there's the Bumbles. Boo, 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 boo. We'll give the Bumbles away tomorrow. Tonight's the first night of them being on the site, and we give away a set of grips every 2 days. We can't do it every day because I usually don't get them up on the website till like 2/3 of the way through the day because I am slow. These Cheshire Cat ones, I am just really impressed with how well those turned out. The ones in the top right, the picture doesn't do them any justice. They look even better in person. I like these. These is awesome. These are awesome. Boom, 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 boom. These are awesome. Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Boom, boom, boom. I think my favorite of the ones we've done so far, well, I really like the little J-frame Bigfoot grips. That's why I'm doing that guy a custom pair because he let me keep those. The Yosemite Sams are really nice. The Bigfoot 1911s are nice, but I think maybe those Cheshire Cat ones are my favorite ones I've done so far. Those are cool. The Benjamin Falcon's nice. The Spider's nice, and the Marvin's cool, but the the Yosemite Sam ones just look great on the red, and that the Cheshire Cat ones are just so unique. They're just different. I like them because they're different. I like them because they're different. And like I said, that picture doesn't do them justice. They look nice in person. That'll probably be in 2 grips from now will be these, because I'll be doing another pair of grips tomorrow for the next set. I want to do another revolver set. I might do wait, what time is it? Hold on, let me grab those real quick right here. Going to see if I can get here. Let me stop sharing that. Going to see if I can get these badges embedded in these big KL frame grips, because I would like that, a KL frame grip with the Sasquatch department on it, the Sasquatch division or whatever it's called, Department of Squatch, Department of Sasquatch. Forest Service, U.S. Department of Sasquatch. I think that would look really good in these grips. But I got to get it right, because I got to be able to do it in just perfect so that it covers up the 357 so you don't see any of that. So that's all taken out by the engraving. So I got to figure out how to get that centered just right. I think it won't be that hard. I think I can do it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. It might not last long because we don't got a lot of questions, but we will see. People are donating to the Fur Friends anymore, but nobody's trying to get the grips. Why? Nobody likes Bumble? You bunch of fucking heathens. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. All right, we've only got 70 people here, but we'll see what happens. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's get started. Hold on. Let me get in position. I'm wearing clothes today because, like I said, I had to take my car down for the recall on it. It didn't have the problem, so they didn't have to do anything. But I guess they had some of the cars ended up getting a bad seal on their body control unit, the body control module, so they could get water in them. Mine's got a good one, so nothing had to be done. But I had to go down there at 7:30 this morning, drop my car off. Then go back down and get it. And it's already been a long, stressful day. And then tomorrow I got to do the freaking shopping for the toy guns for Tots. I ain't looking forward to that. That's a stressful, hectic day. I'll try to chime in with a live chat from doing it and stuff, and then make a video. I always make a video so people can see that we actually went and spent the money. And plus, that's good evidence for the government too. I want the government to come take my baby because they think I didn't pay my taxes. Well, it depends which one they're going to take. It'd save me a lot of money if they took Caden, I'd tell you what. All right, let me get back to getting started here because God damn it, another one, but nothing for the grips. Who got? Aha! Someone finally got into grip drawing. It was John Heasley. He's the first one to get an entry into the grip drawing. All right, let's get started. Hey, I'm having trouble concentrating today. I've had 2 hours sleep. Since you all saw me last, I had 2 hours sleep, but I had to get up and go pee once in the middle of that. Well, I wouldn't have, but Django put his paw on my face and woke me up, and I'm like, I got to go pee. All right, let's get started. Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of the MURCA Guns and Freedom podcast. As always, this is just conversation between me and my viewers. Feel free to ask me whatever question you want to ask me. Doesn't even got to be gun related. If there's a topic you want to know my opinion on, just suggest it. We'll talk about it. If there's a direct question, ask it. I'll do my best to answer. Now, if you ask me something technical or about an item I don't have any experience with, pay attention to live chat. Someone out there will have the answers you're looking for. So be part of the live chat. Participate, build a sense of community. That's what it's there for. That's why we come here every day, so people have a place to come and check in and talk, that don't normally have that in their day to be able to talk Second Amendment stuff, freedom stuff. So feel free to engage. With that being said, I like to start the chats with the names of people who have bought merchandise over the last 24 hours. And I think we had some. I thought I saw some earlier. Let me go look and see. Oh, and I'll tell you all about that in a minute. But yes, we got Brian Smith. What did Brian Smith get? He got a Le Pew Pew and a Dalek shirt. So he's supporting our regular programs because we haven't got to the point yet where we're doing all the merchandise going to Fur Friends. We might have to start that early with this slow as we're starting off. We'll see. We'll give it some time. And then we got Stacy Kleinowski. She got a Come On Man hat and a True Purpose shirt. Which was the True Purpose one? Oh, that's that one that's not really very whimsical. It's got the Capitol building in the background and an AR across it with blood splattered. And it says the true purpose of the Second Amendment is not politically correct, nor is it pretty. I don't know if I've sold any of those. Does anybody in there out in here have any of those ones? That might be one of the few I've sold of that. But yeah, those are the orders for today. So thanks everybody for that. And speaking of orders, if you want to support the Fur Friends Animal Fundraiser, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. First off, go over to my website, tympistolproject.com. I'll bring it up here on the screen so you can see it as I'm talking. Right there. Go on over there and donate to the Fur Friends Animal Fundraiser if you can all afford to do so. Like I said, the cruelty of human beings never ceases to shock me, but luckily enough of us can come together and try to counter that. These are just some of the little puppies that have been saved this year that are being saved right now. So go on over there and donate if you want to get a little something for it. Oh, why is this not hold on, let me refresh that because you couldn't see there we go. You can file down just a little bit here to my Yankee Swag Bag Bonanza. Check there for full merchandise. And you go over here, the Fur Friends Fundraiser 2025 store, the portion there, the store for that. Anything you buy over here, that comes with a donation. There'll be a $20 donation made to Toy Guns for Tots. No, Fur Friends Animal Fundraiser. These have the little, like this one is for the gift to give to someone. A donation has been made in your name to the 2005 Fur Friends Animal Rescue Fundraiser because you and Animal Need has been saved. And it's got the logo for the 2025 on the front. This one, these ones that are branded like you can save a pet in need. He believes in you. Bigfoot saying, holding the little logo there. These I put on the back the I helped to save the life of an animal in need. So you can also give these as a gift if you wanted to also. Made them a little more gift friendly. I will have the ornaments and stuff up tomorrow, hopefully. But that's what we got up for right now. So you can either donate directly or you can go over and buy merchandise from the store and a $20 donation will be made. So you basically, if you wanted to make a $20 donation, get an entry into the drawing that will be for, we don't know yet. It's going to be some guns and some knives and stuff. So I'll have you all help me decide that tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow night. But if you wanted a shirt and you wanted to donate also, well, do it through the merchandise. That way you get a $20 entry and you get a shirt below cost, actually. And also what you can do, if you want a third way to donate and you'd like to maybe win something tomorrow, you can go on over and use that special link right there to donate to the Fur Friends Animal Fundraiser. And you'll be entered to win the new grips for tonight and tomorrow, which are the Bumble grips. If you're a big fan of Rudolph like I am, and Berettas, you'll want to have those. What would be a better Christmas season carry grip than this right here? So going over, get entries into the programs and whatever. Or, you can do the regular stuff over there too, like become a Patreon member, become a Subscribe Star member, sign up for TYM Triple P and register someone for Handguns for Heroes. And we should have those guns here pretty soon for that. All right. Boop. With that being said, let's get over here to the super chats. I think we only got a couple. Practical Bacon said, don't forget to contact your bank card company before buying toys for tots. I do, like I said, every year I call them, tell them. Last year I called them, like literally we were in line. I called and said, hey, I'm about to make a big charge on my card at Target. And they're like, okie dokie, you're all set up. So I do it and they decline it. And I have to call them because, the fraud triggered it. I just called in. It shouldn't be triggered by fraud. I just called in. Richard Wilson, 7027, says, your thoughts on Ruger for carry, GP 100, 2.5 inch, 357, 7-shot, or Red Hawk 8-shot, 2.75 inch, 357. Well, I own both of those, and I'll tell you, they're both awesome. Where are they? There's one. There's the 8-shot right there. And there's the 8-shot. There's the 7-shot right next to it. Why didn't I see that? The 7-shot is a more carryable gun. The 8-shot's big and thick. If you compared it size for size, it's about as big as the 460 from Smith & Wesson. It's almost like a Smith & Wesson X-frame. It's kind of large. But both, if you can handle the size, both excellent carry guns. I mean, right up there, top-notch carry guns. Not quite Pythons or 686s, but pretty damn close, I will say. Then we got Johnny Mandrick chiming in, and he said, do you think the admiral who allegedly ordered the strike on the people in the water will get charged? If so, will Das Fuhrer Trump pardon him? I don't know if they can pardon people if it ends up being an international war crime. I don't think you can pardon for that. I might be wrong, but I seem to remember that's a no-no. But if anyone gets charged, yes, it will be that guy. And then maybe some subordinates. But that's why I don't like that whole, you got to obey every order because every order from the president's a legal order just because he made it. No, it isn't. And that's why I don't like that shit because they're never held accountable. It's the people who carry out the orders that are held accountable. Edgar Cortez says, I get the impression that you are a night owl. How long have you stayed up at night and slept during the day? Since high school. The military was really hard for me at first because of that, but uh, that's why I always volunteered if there was night watch or anything to do like that. I'd do it because I wanted to be up at night and sleep in the daytime. Because even in high school, I stayed up all night. Then I had breakfast, went to school. I came back, went to sleep, and then I got up after everybody else had dinner and everything else, and we're heading off to bed. And I got up and started my day to where I had the house to myself, and then I've always liked that. I prefer that. I like the quiet. I like to just sit, and I used to sit and watch that. What's it, Dr. Gene Scott or whatever his name was on PBS at night. I think that was his name. I used to watch that. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, I've always been that way, and I still am that way now. I will occasionally try to get myself back into the habit. Like I'm going to go to bed early and I'm going to get up early today so I can go to bed early. It doesn't matter. If I get up at 6 a.m., I still have trouble going to bed before 4. And when I try to stay on an artificial schedule of getting up early and going to bed early, it just does not feel good for me. Not one of those people. My biological clock is screwed up. It's screwed up. And now the serotonin or whatever you call it stuff, melatonin and stuff, that's never helped me. I think that's it for the super chats today. We didn't get much over there. Let's see here. We got an email here from Mo G. Says, since you've seen the new Glock G in person, if you could only buy one Glock, would it be Gen V or Gen 5? Wouldn't give shit. Be either whichever one was there. There's like no freaking difference between them. The only reason I might go with the Gen 5 is because if I've got back plates I want to use, like if I've got a custom back plate already got, I can still use it. But that'd be about it. That'd be the only deciding factor. Got an email here from Frank Rodriguez. He wants to know, what do I think about the Starbucks workers strike? Well, I didn't know Starbucks workers were on strike, but since I've learned that Starbucks is a big strike buster, I won't buy anything from Starbucks. We are a no Starbucks family. I'm a union supporter. We're a union household. I don't support Starbucks. Unless it's the Starbuck from Battlestar Galactica, I support them, both the male and the female version. You can say I'm equal opportunity with the male and female Starbuck. I swing both ways on Starbucks as far as my support goes. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, excuse me. Something in my mouth. I think it's a shaving from one of the grips. Because I'm down there real close shaving at this. And I've managed to not stab myself yet. Of course, that probably jinxed me just then. I probably will stab myself tomorrow. But I think, was that it for the emails? Or is there one more here? That's it for the emails. Let me get over and see if we got any questions coming in the chat. If not, we're going to be done quick. You were doing enough of those grip inserts that you should make some jigs to properly hold the grips. Well, I've got a thing to properly hold the grip. But you can't make a jig for these because every pin is different. They're not balanced the same. So I have to figure out the angles and everything on each individual grip. And it's not easy to do by figuring it for each grip. It's easier to do by adjusting the grip on the table, like finding my center on the grip, lining it out with a pencil, and then lining up my axis on my engraver with that line rather than just trying to get the image right at the right angle. It gets confusing. If they were all the same and they all were balanced the same, you could just put them right dead in the center. But like with this one, see there, it's not anywhere close to balanced to the same. So you have to find how you want to place it to where all the little things that are, asymmetrical end up looking okay on both sides of the grip. It'll be a little different on both sides, but got to figure stuff like that out as you're doing it. What type of glue do you use on those grips? I use JB Weld. I use an epoxy. If you want to pull these bitches out, you're going to take a couple layers of G10 with it when you pull it out. Can you engrave the Waddle logo on a grip? I could engrave, laser engrave it on a grip. It'd just be a black design. Could do that. What I could also do is have pins made and then insert the pins in the grips. We should do some custom Yankee Marshall pins and put them in grips. I've got some of the ones like the stars, like these I have that I'm going to send to, I'm going to put one up for auction and I'm going to send, make a couple to send to some people. I'm going to find out what, I can only do the gold ones. I can't find the silver ones. I don't know what I did with them. I ain't found them anywhere yet. It's like they just vanished. Like I never ordered them. I'm like, I know I ordered them. In these winter months, does your normal footwear, socks, are hillbillies allowed to wear socks, keep your nuts warm, or do you use some special fur-lined ankle holsters? I wear those fuzzy lined Crocs so no socks usually. I do have socks on today because I'm wearing tennis shoes. See, I'm wearing tennis shoes. So I got socks on today because I wouldn't wear my tennis shoes without socks. Did I just break my fingernail? Boom, boom, boom. Will you do a werewolf pin on a grip? I tried finding werewolf pins. I couldn't find any. Where did I go? I just got kicked down. People are sick. Yes, they are. He's referring to that picture I showed of the puppy before it went live. How to show you the kind of stuff I had to filter through to get the pictures that were not super depressing to put on the website that they sent me. A lot of them are just gross and made me want to kill people. And I don't mean that figuratively. I mean, I wanted to find the people that did that and choke them till I got to watch the light fade from their eyes. And then maybe let them go a couple of times, like get them almost there and slap them awake. Hey, get back, you're almost done. And then go at them again. It works. You can do that. Moji522 said, I would choose the Gen 5 over the Gen V because Langdon Tactical doesn't make a striker control device for the new Gen V Glock, but they make one for the Gen 5. Yeah, I don't use that on any of mine, so it wouldn't be a factor for me. But if I was going to use one, or if I had one, that'd probably be a factor. But I don't have one. So, I'll send you some money when I get paid. Don't send me money. Donate money to the Fur Friends Animal Rescue. If you're going to send money, if you're going to stuff money in an envelope and send it to me, it better be a big envelope and a lot of money. Otherwise, send it to Fur Friends. Because I don't take credit cards, so you'd have to stick just a big wad of cash in an envelope. Well, I guess I have Cash App. I guess I can receive money on Cash App. All I ever do is send money on Cash App. My niece and my mom and my sister. I don't ever get money on Cash App. I'd like to get money on Cash App sometime. It'd be nice. Getting on my wife healthcare plan will cost me an extra $4,000 next year. Staying on the ACA would have cost me an extra $10,000 next year. People going to be so broke in 2026. Yeah, people got to pay for their healthcare are going to be extra broke. Broke. And the politicians don't seem to care. What barrel length rhino would you get if you already had the 3-inch and the 2-inch? I don't know, a second 2-inch, but I guess 4. Is that what you wanted me to say? 4? Because if you got the 2 and the 3, well, the next one will be the 4. And the 4 is the best overall length, period. As far as which gun is the best gun. The 3 is great for carry. Of course, the snubby's great for carry too, but the 3 is pretty good too. So I've got the regular 3 and I got the 3X, the heavy one. Yankee decided to go for the F-150 V6 3.3, no complaints. Is that one of them there? EcoBoost engines? Let me see here. He sent the picture. Oh, is this working? Come on. There we go. Nope, it's not working. There it goes. Boom. And it's white. He's got a big white horse. Boy, trucks look unbalanced nowadays because they're mostly cab. See, mine is a single cab. My truck is a single cab. It's not even a extended cab, just a single cab with an 8-foot bed on it. So the proportions look different on these new trucks. Although I think I broke that fingernail good. I think I keep thinking my next vehicle might be a truck, but then again, I don't know. I have a truck. It's old, but it works. Doesn't have any of the bells and whistles the new trucks have. It does have Bluetooth and hands-free calling, and Sirius XM radio. That's about the only luxuries it has. But that looks nice. 4x4. Needs bigger tires. You need some bigger wheels and tires on that thing. Put about a 3-inch lift in it. Put you some bigger wheels and tires in it. Throw you some a roll cage on the back right there. Put some big lights up top, a light strip. And you're ready to go. Get you some truck nuts. Put them on the back of it. Every truck's got to have truck nuts. Mine doesn't, but yours needs one. Needs them. That was Leonidas, by the way. Then we got Josie Lazo 3219 says, what is the name of the Church of Phil chant? I have no clue. I just got it off one of those free music sites because Phil is frugal. He doesn't want to pay royalties. He said, first thing he said, no royalties. I ain't paying no royalties. Well, that's quite a descriptive name. Beyond firearms, what are the top 3 non-firearms items you believe are crucial for effective personal or home defense? Personal and home defense? Well, that's a little difficult because that covers a wide array of things, because I think one of the most important things to have for home defense is lighting. Lighting is keeping your property lit. My property is never dark. There's not a single place you can hide in the dark on my property. Even the woodshed's got a light on in it. So everywhere you go on my property, it's either lit or it's got security lights. And that will keep people out of your yard better than anything. Another thing that's definitely you should have for home defense is a dog. Dogs are one of the biggest deterrents to criminals. Having a couple big dogs makes a big difference. But if you're talking just like tools, never discount a good bat. Pepper spray, mace, bear spray for personal defense. I would say a good knife, but I think we all would know what would happen if I would try to use a knife for personal defense. So might as well just let them rape me. Let's see what else. How many things did he ask for? Where did he say? Oh, there it is. Top 3. Oh, I've already named more than 3 things. So I answered it. But I could probably come up with different stuff too. Let's see. Oh, that's not. I thought that was a question. I don't know what that is. Cut up there. Let's get back over here. Oh, did I ever read the names of people that donated today? I don't think I did. I need to read the names of people that donated to Fur Friends today. The second day of our Fur Friends fundraiser. Yesterday we did abysmally. We only made $55 the whole day. We'll make more than that today. But we got Tim Fat Salami, John Heasley, John Mandrick, or Johnny Mandrick, as I like to say, Brian Smith, Steve Sharp, Sean Bain, Jeff Patterson, who Jeff Patterson made it a kind of nice day. He did a good donation. Well, I mean, all the donations are good, but he did a little bit bigger than most of them. And Jeff Diamond. Those are the people that have donated today. So not a big list, especially not for the first couple of days of, usually make most of your money in the first couple of days. But that's the ones that have donated to Fur Friends Animal Fundraiser today, or the grip drawing. I think the only grip person, I should make a list for that right now. Let's see, which grips were these? These were the Bumble grips. And the only person that's got a entry right now, I think, is John Heasley. Yes, John Heasley is the only person with an entry. All right. Because I don't think any of these others, I think these were all Toy Guns for Tots donations. Yeah, these are all Toy Guns for Tots. I mean, not Toy Guns for Tots, Fur Friends. They just went straight through the Fur Friends fundraiser link. If you donated through the grips link for the Bumble grips and I didn't read your name, which if you're not John Heasley, I didn't read your name, let me know if I missed somebody. So you didn't get it stolen again. What? Get what stolen again? There seem to be 2 grip giveaways overlapping on TYM Triple P. Well, I don't know how that could be, because I only have one on the website. Yeah, I'm only showing one. Is anybody else seeing 2 different giveaways on tympistolproject.com? Maybe he's something fucked up with his website. I don't know. So back over and look. Tell me. He said, this was Donald Google. He said, hey, Yankee Marshall, not sure if you know this, but I'm seeing 2 grip giveaways overlapping on TYM Triple P. I don't see that as, I don't see that. Let me make sure the page is not doing something weird. And I've only got the one on my page. Maybe it's are you on mobile or a desktop? Anybody else see the same thing when they go over there? Let me know. And what did I get stolen again? I don't know what I got stolen again. 4 questions, but it was just a free Gregorian chant he got off the internet. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just a free Gregorian chant. Phil does not pay royalties. Dick Hannah Subaru. Oops. Volunteering for night duty does not exempt you from daytime duties. Been there, done that. Yes, it does. If you're a fucking officer, it sure as hell does. It sure as hell does. If you're in a base that's got to have a 24-hour duty, people who do the night duty, they don't do day duty also. You couldn't do that. Now, if you're officer of the day, you're officer of the day all day, but that's different. I just saw a funny. Wait, I missed something, I think. Never been to a Starbucks. I won't pay inflated prices for coffee, but I'm also anti-union. I don't know how anybody could be anti-union. It's how you have everything, every right you have as far as workforce is concerned. Had too many bad experience with union companies and union workers. Yeah, to support those big billionaires. They always take care of their employees if there's no union. Them big businesses, it's things like Fred Meyer's and Walmart. They always treat their employees great when they don't have a union. Oh, wait, no, they pay them below a living wage and make them sign up for food stamps. Don't forget to contact BM Spring Solutions. I have to send them an email, and it'll be when I ain't as busy as I've been the last few days. I just saw a funny video of a buck that attacked a fake plastic deer that it mistook for a rival. It's like those videos of, you ever see the ones where they put the mirrors in the woods and the bears attack them? And then he attacks, and then he looks around the other side of the tree, and he's like, well, fuck, where'd he go? And then he goes back around, sees him again and attacks again. They seen those? Those are cool. Those are funny. Thanks, Yankee. I don't know what that was. Oh, he asked a question over here. At a zoo in Brazil, a 19-year-old guy climbed into a lion enclosure and he was mauled to death by a lioness. The zoo says that they will not euthanize the lion. They shouldn't. If the man survived, they should have euthanized him. But that'd be about it. It wasn't the lion's fault. The lion was doing lion stuff. The guy was doing moron stuff. I don't see 2 grip giveaways. Yeah, see, I didn't see it either. I don't know what he's seeing. Because I always edit the old one when I put the new one up. So I don't think it would be possible that I have a overlap, whatever the word is. Just one. Okay, good. Weird. iPad is showing the grips overlapping, but MacBook Pro, it's good. Maybe you just need to refresh on the iPad or something. But that's it, I think, for all the questions and comments tonight. I think we might be done. Actually, it's not overlapping, but says Bumble Custom Beretta 92 grips, but info says high. Okay, wait. Oh, yeah, I got to change that. Where's my page? Boom, boom, boom. I changed it in the first line. I forgot to change it down here. There we go. Now it says Beretta. Now it says Beretta. Alaska Lineman Union would shut off power when they went on strike. Then assholes would drive 45 miles per hour on highway blocking traffic with their electric trucks. Good. Let people know what's going on so people can say, hey, fuck those fucking people that are trying to screw the workers. Just because something slightly inconvenienced me doesn't change me to like, ooh, I'm on the side of the rich people. Just because someone's protest slightly inconveniences me. Where am I at? I think we were done, weren't we? I think so. I think I changed that on the website, so it's fixed now. Let me make sure we don't got any questions coming in that I have missed. Make sure I've read all the super chats. Pretty sure I did. Yep, Tim Fat Salami was the last one. Oh, the drawing date needs changed too. Yeah, fuck, I didn't change that, did I? What's today? Today's the 2nd. It'll be the 3rd. There. Boom. I changed it real quick before the chat started today, so I didn't do a very thorough job. But it should be all right now. I was just happy I got them done. I didn't think I was going to get them done. And then only one person's even entered the drawing, so it wasn't that important that I got them done, I don't think. But all right, everybody, that looks like that's it for the questions. It's going to be a grim future without workers' unions. Oh, it'll be a really bad future without unions. I'm from a union family and I don't drink coffee, but their hot chocolate is good, but I don't overpay for it, so boycott Starbucks. Yeah. They were the highest paid electrical workers in the nation and wanted more. Fuckers shut off power at 30. I'd have to see proof of that, to be honest. And I would think it'd be more likely the people who owned the plant turned off the power to make the employees look bad than the other way around. So I don't think I'd believe that story, to be totally honest. And just because they make more than I do, I don't mean they make enough. That's why I've never understood people who are like, I don't think no fast food workers should make $15 an hour. I only make $9. Well, then you need to make more money fucking hour too. Ain't no one should be working for $9 an hour. You can't live on that. Never understood people who do that. They're like, if I don't got it, they ain't getting it. That's not how you make things better. The difference between Gen Xers and Exennial, I don't know what that is. When an Exennial says that Savage Dragon has the same voice as Darkwing Duck, the Gen Xer has no idea what he's talking about. Well, I know who Savage Dragon and Darkwing Duck is, and I'm a Gen Xer. I'm Gen X, and I know. We got another donation from Donald Google. He got into the grip entry. So now we got 2 people into the grip entry, the grip drawing. Donald Google. He's got a 3 and 4, 75% chance of winning. As of right now. All right. I think we are all caught up. Everything is answered. I got the super chats. I got read all the people who donated. We got all the emails. We only had a couple of emails tonight. We only had like 70 people here total all night. So that's going to do it for us tonight. Remember, you can donate anytime to the Fur Friends Animal Rescue fundraiser. You can also go over and buy merchandise from the store. Get that Fur Friends 2025 merch and get an entry into the drawing. Get the merch at cost. So go on over, help save an animal in need. We are off to a really bad start. Even today, even though it was way better than yesterday, it still wasn't good enough to give us a good month. So let's hope people can step it up a little bit. It's the season of giving, and who rather to give to than animals in need. Don't give it to fucking people. Take that money you were going to give to some homeless person or something and give it to the Fur Friends. Fuck that guy. He probably deserved it. People always usually deserve it. But thanks everybody for coming. I appreciate it. Thanks for everything you do for the programs. I appreciate it. Get your entries into winning the grips. I'll do some more grips tomorrow. We'll see what we got then. We'll give away these ones tomorrow, and I'll show you what ones are up next tomorrow. So thanks everybody. Like I said, for everything you do, I appreciate it. I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.